Hi, I'm Louise Fletcher and I help artists to find and develop their own unique creative voices. This video is all about mixing purples. Purple is a bear to mix and there's a reason for that. And in this video, I'm going to show you the secret of mixing the exact purple that you want. So let's get on with it. Purple is red and blue, right? So I know purple is red and blue. So, I'm just getting brown. Like, that's not purple. Maybe if I try it with more red in. That's just like this browny colour, quite a nice colour. It's not purple. So this can be really frustrating because you're like, well, I remember from school, red and blue makes purple. But it depends if you've got the right red and blue. And what we've got here is cerulean blue and we've got a warm red. Now I'm going to try ultramarine blue. This is where it matters that you have varieties of the primaries. You can't just have one primary if you want to get all the colours. You probably can't see it on camera, but it's a little bit closer. And one of the things that helps me to see what colour I've got is to put in some white. It kind of shows you what your colour is. But it's still... yeah, it's more towards a dark grey lilac. What if we stick with that blue, but a different red? So I'm going to try it with crimson. Now, I actually do know how to get purple, but I want to just show you because you're going to, if you don't know how, you're going to go through this process and wonder why you're being frustrated. So I'm now using System 3 Crimson, Art to Life Blue. This is an American paint that I won in a competition. Now this is getting more purpley, white, and turn it into more of a lilac. You can see that it's becoming something closer to what I was hoping for. This is brown. This is closer to purple. So I'm thinking, so far I'm quite happy with ultramarine as a mixing colour. Just get a bit more of that out. What about this magenta? Because this is very, very cool. It's towards pink. Yeah, this is quite vibrant. And depending how much more pink I put in, it will start getting more towards a reddy purple. Or how much blue I put in, it'll be more of a bluey purple. But you see how it's really quite zingy. Now, white will always take some of the zinginess out of any colour. It will always make it more chalky. That's just what white does. I quite fancy a combination of like more blue, some magenta, and some of this red, because I think that might make quite a nice purple. Because let's just say for the purposes of what I'm painting, I think that's a bit too neon-y. So I'm just going to try this. I think that's a nice purple. It's more reddy. If I want it to go cooler, put in more of the magenta. I don't know if that difference shows up, but there is a difference. And more of the blue. We'll turn it back cooler again. I'm putting a little bit more white in and a bit more of that red. So this is using two different reds to try getting a different shade of lilac. And then, of course, the more, we add white, we change it again. I also have phthalo blue here. What if I try phthalo blue with that very zingy magenta? So that has made something very similar to what we got with the ultramarine blue and magenta. But I think my best zingy purples were with ultramarine blue and magenta. They were more lively than with the phthalo blue. If I want to now dull down these, I don't want to go to brown, which I'll get if I use a warm red and a warm blue, but I want to tone these purples down a little bit. So I've mixed up my ultra zingy purple, which I got from ultramarine blue and the magenta. So there I've got my zingy purple. If I want to dull that down without lightening it, this is where my friend black comes in. Black will always tone down whatever you put it into. It's just desaturated that purple a little bit because maybe I want something a bit less vibrant. Do you see that? So Let's mush some of these together now and see what happens. That's a nice purple. That's actually almost the best one I've got. So you do not need to buy tubes of purple paint, but what you do need to do is make sure that you've got a selection of your primaries. So just having one, even two primaries, will not be able to give you all of the secondary colours that you want. But if you have a selection of reds, blues and yellows, I do not buy any mixed colours. I never buy greens, purples, pinks, oranges. Occasionally I buy an orange, but generally I just mix my own because I have enough of the other colours, and it's so much more fun. And you get so much more subtlety in colour if you're mixing your own. I say this on every video, but if you want to keep track, if you don't yet know enough about the colours you've got to know what's going to happen when you mix them, and you want to know, I mean, you might want a really nice brown and want to know how you mix that colour, so you can make notes underneath the colours. I don't do that anymore because I generally know how to mix colours, so I generally know if I want a good purple, these two will do it for me, and I don't need to keep track of it anymore. But when I did need to keep track of it, this is what I did. This is phthalo turquoise, which is just a blue, cad yellow, cad orange light, and black and white. This is phthalo turquoise, cad yellow, and cad orange light, and black and white. So I was really working with extreme limited palettes here and seeing what colours I could get, and I wrote them here. In this case, doing this, you'd have to write under each one because we use different colours. So if you want to do that, you can. I prefer it if you just get to the point of doing this all the time. Do it every time you come into work. Just do a quick bit of colour mixing and you will soon know exactly what needs to go with what, and you won't need any notes about it. And don't be so serious about it. It's just a bit of fun, right? It's just having fun learning how colours mix with each other. So use the little search magnifying glass on the homepage of my channel to check out the other colour videos that I have. Just type in colour and you can have a look through other colour mixing videos. But I hope this has been helpful, and I hope this has explained to you why you sometimes can't get the shade of purple that you were looking for. See you soon.